Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching SMINGXI EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out a brand new brand here that we haven't checked out before. Letour, right? Send these for me to check out and share with you guys. By the way, this video is sponsored, but in no way, shape, or form does that change my opinion or feedback on this product. We're going to tackle them just like any other product. And they haven't had access to watching this video before it gets published, so you're basically watching it at the same time that they are. That being said, let's go ahead and check out what these are all about. It says headlamp. Should be a very interesting flashlight in here, and we have two of them, so definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel. We probably will be giving one of them, or at least one, if not both, later on at some point in a giveaway video in the channel. Once we hit a milestone, I think 50,000 is right around the corner, so definitely make sure to stay subscribed. So we have two magnets. We have two magnets here. This is interesting. So it looks like you will be able to add these two magnets somewhere on a specific surface, and those are surfaces that you can mount the actual flashlight. I'm assuming it has a magnet somewhere. Most flashlights these days have magnets, but having two steel plates that you can basically adhere anywhere, that just adds a little bit of functionality to an otherwise non-magnetic surface. But now that I got the scientific class out of the way, Bill Nye the science guy over here, we got a USB-A to USB-C charging cord, right? Very small, about maybe almost a foot, but not quite in length. And then we have a sort of like a linear headband. Right? What am I talking about? Make sure it even says it on their headlamp headband. Right? That is definitely pretty stretchy there. We'll be doing our scientific test at night later tonight, but look at that. You can adjust it, make it a little bit tighter, right? Make it a little bit wider, right? Depending on the size, depending on your head size. So that's nice. Feels actually comfortable. The elasticity feels good, not too crazy, not too flimsy or not elastic or stretchy. Okay, let's see what the light here is all about. So first things first, got a rugged feel to it. It's got the plastic housing. Let's go 2x zoom here. Headlamp on this side, we have somewhat of a mounting. All right, that's what this is. So this is one of those lights you can have in your truck, on your car. That will be really good for if you have to do any roadside sort of service, or, you know, fix a flat or any emergency you may have. Right? It's nice to have a nice little flashlight that is already mounted to your truck somewhere. So that's an approach right there. That's something you could do. This is the bracket here, right? You can put screws or just adhere it to your truck, whatever is more convenient for you. And then it just mounts on and off pretty easily. We've seen a mechanism similar to these on some other flashlight models, so it's always nice to have. But what's interesting about this flashlight, well, we have sort of this wing on the side, and does it swivel? Oh yeah, absolutely does. So it does swivel 180 degrees. So from here, it can go to the side, and it can go a whole is that 180? Yes, it is 180. Right? I'm about to get my protractor out here to get my angles right. So I can go full 180, and of course it can adjust, right? If you want it this way or if you want it the other way. Now it is going to be a budget flashlight, so it definitely has a sort of budget look and feel to it. Here's the charging USB-C with a rubber door. All right, so you can USB-C charge it there. Very straightforward. We can even see the hardware. We got some Phillips screws, 4 of them here, keeping it together. There's the magnetic piece, which obviously is going to be nice for adhering it to, or just attaching it to the hood of your car or something. You can attach it to the hood of your car and then just aim the light however you want. Aim it down, aim it to the side, a little bit at an angle. That's going to be a game changer. So it doesn't have the traditional shape of a flashlight, and for a reason. I'm assuming the battery is enclosed in here, and it has hardware, so I'm assuming it's not one of those replaceable batteries. But let's go ahead and without further ado, somebody's going to be like in the comments, Miguel, you talk too much, man. Turn the damn thing on. Okay, I hear you. So let's go ahead and bam. Okay. We do have a battery indicator here with 4 lights. So we got a full battery there. It did turn on the brightest setting. Got a little bit dimmer with that second click. We do have an emergency red, and then a flashing red and off. Okay, so I mean, talk about a straightforward UI. You turn it on, that's the brightest, right? You get the brightest right away. And then you get a little bit dimmer, okay? Red and blinking red, right? Are there any other functionality? Yeah, this is one of those clicks where it doesn't have a double click, and then every click registers an action. So again, bright, slightly dimmer, red, and just strobing red. and that's it, right? And obviously this red is going to be good for, you know, reading at night, for eye preservation as well, sight preservation, so that can come handy also on like a camping trip or what have you. But again, the main selling feature here is the fact that you would either already have a metal surface to attach the light to, and then you just basically angle the light however you want, right? What's more convenient for you, right? At whatever angle. So that's definitely the selling point there. And say, you know, you don't have a magnetic surface, well, that's where the included magnetic plates, 2 of them, come in. So that's nice there. Let's go ahead and unbox the other one just to see that we're basically looking at exactly the same thing. So rapid fire, here we go. Magnetic plates, check. Headband, check. Charger, check. And of course the actual light. Anything different with this one? Right, same deal. Bright, less bright, red, and blinking red. So yeah, very straightforward light. Again, the mounting is also nice for just, you know, these are very affordable. You could probably mount them or have 2 of them on different cars and what have you, right? Easy to store, easy to operate, and of course one of those nice to have and not need, that need and not have. Or perhaps you already EDC a flashlight. But there are plenty of times, I'm guilty of it. I'm sure you guys have too. Plenty of times where I've left the house and I'm like, oh shoot, you know, I forgot to bring my flashlight. But if there's already a flashlight in the car, then, you know, there's no way you forgot. Now, probably not going to be the most EDC friendly flashlight. You're not going to toss this in the pocket. Kind of looks a little bit weird, doesn't have a pocket clip, so that's not the use purpose for this. But yeah, definitely in a car situation, emergency light can definitely get that done there without an issue. That's absolutely the intended purpose right there. Let's go ahead and do some size comparisons really quick just to show you what this one looks like compared to some of the other counterparts. And I'll have one fully stretched and I'll have one, you know, kind of collapse here so you guys can see the difference. All right, so I got a little bit of a mix right here, right? I included some of the bigger flashlights that are more than likely the type of flashlights you will put in your car or truck. We have the Wuben L3 right here. We have the SMINGXI T7Pro, and this one also has the whole mounting, right, that I was talking about earlier. We have seen that in other flashlights, right? Makes it easier to mount to a vehicle or to a specific spot. And we got the Sharvol S1 and the Wurkkos TD04, right? So these are more tactical, larger size flashlights. Not all of them include a magnet, which is something to keep in mind as well. A lot of them have their button in the back, so not necessarily, right, a magnet functionality like this one does. And they also included 2 of the smaller, more EDC, everyday carry size, pocketable flashlights. We got the E7 from Wuben and the Fenix E06R here as well. So you can see the sheer size difference on something that's a little bit more pocketable than something that has a little bit more of a specific intended purpose like these guys. But I almost forgot for a second, right? We have the whole headband application here. So let's kind of figure out how that works. And in my mind, I'm thinking, wait a second, you could use this and mount it somewhere, but Miguel, you could use it to also mount the headband here as so, right? That's why this thing has a cutout right there. You can slide the headband in very easily as such, right? Find the good size for you so it's not too tight, and then bam, right? Smack this thing on, and you could use it right offset like this. You could turn it around. Again, we can do 180. Bam, now you got some light facing forward. You could do something like this and down. So now you have lighting basically your scene. So you're working right here, right? You got your head here. Now you're lighting up exactly what's in front of you, maybe tilted up and down a tad bit. That's nice. So you got all kinds of functionalities here with the headband approach. And I gotta tell you, man, also in a pinch, you gotta take it off your head and just magnetize, right? Attach it somewhere. And in a pinch, you need it to, you know, right back on your head mount. Boom. You know, the more I gotta say, the more I'm kind of sort of messing around with it here, the more I'm kind of understanding the application. Now, I gotta tell you, you know, being realistic, I have seen more hardcore, better quality built flashlights out there with aluminum housing, right? Just the overall quality and things like that, a little bit more top notch. So feedback wise, again, this one is all plastic. The one pro to it being all plastic, I would say, is the lightweight, right? This is really lightweight, and if you're going to be wearing this in your head for a long period of time, you don't want it to be too heavy. So yes, aluminum is typically a more desirable material. It's more durable. if you would, but you know, this makes it super lightweight. As a matter of fact, why not go ahead and get a weight on this guy here while we're here? Why not? We're going to zero out, and again, this is a whole shebang here minus a headband, and we're looking at 3.3 ounces or 95 grams. So that's basically the weight there. If you add a few, you know, whatever the headband is, just not a lot, 3.8 ounces or 107 grams. So yeah, you're still talking about like pretty lightweight housing. So those will be basically the pros and cons of the plastic housing and built nature of this guy as compared to something like aluminum. So if it were aluminum, it wouldn't be necessarily all that much heavier. You know, I think it'd probably be nice if they made a more premium version in aluminum. I think some people would really love and appreciate and love to see that. And really quick for reference, I wanted to show you guys the user manual here, right? There are some stats here you might want to look at, right? We talked about all the different features, how it rotates, and you know, the different functionalities with the power button. There's also, of course, a battery indicator, 25, 50, 75, 100%, and also some specific specs right here as far as the weight. We got the battery capacity, which is 1200 milliamps, good for about 4 to 8 hours of use, according to the user manual. Of course, Type-C charging, which is really good. I mean, we have a lot of Type-C cables around the house here, and just overall specs, size, voltage, and stuff like that. So there you go. All right, fam, we're out here at night testing this thing out. Luckily, the UI is very simple, so here we go. Bam. It is on here. I think it turns on in the most powerful position. And yes, I do have it mounted on my head. This is kind of what it looks like. There you go. Let's take a look here. Of course, the AC will turn on right now. That's just great. Actually got a decent reach. It's not obviously reaching way in the trees over there, if you've seen some other of my testings before. But I gotta tell you, like good 200, 150, 200 feet in front of you, it definitely has some good reach, right? Check out the trees up here. That's looking good, right? And yeah, the area in front of me, of course, is gonna be really, really lit, to say the least. Next mode, oh, there you go, we went off. Next mode is a little dimmer. It looks like if you choose your mode and you stick with it for a moment here, it is just going to go off the next click, like so. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We switched to red. All right, we got that red mode. It could be used for emergency, things like that. You could do the strobing red as well. And of course, bam, back to on here with the most powerful one. Now, we do have that 180-degree feature, which I want to test out here a little bit. If I can turn it, there we go. All right, check this out. I have it like this now. All right, this is what it looks like now, right? Got the ability to kind of aim it a little bit better there, one way or the other. And as you can see, again, we still got a pretty decent reach. You can aim it down completely, aim it up like this. All right, you see the difference there? That is just me adjusting, right? How much light I want in front of me. If I want to lift the light up a little bit, the fact that you can do that is actually a pretty neat feature. And not to mention, of course, it has the magnet. So if you want to stick the magnet to the hood, you're doing some work under the hood on an emergency, road emergency situation, or even finishing up a quick 15-minute job that never turns out to be a 15-minute job, and it already got dark outside, then, you know, obviously you got some extra spotlight, whatever it is you're working on the car or whatever. So engine bay, what have you. Quick example of what you can do. Great illumination here at the engine bay. The hood is a little bit, I think, aluminum, so it didn't stick as well, but good thing this latch little square here is good magnetic steel there. So there you go. I mean, it definitely makes a quick difference. This is inside of my garage with all the lights off, kind of simulating what it will look like. So this is the only light. If I turn it off, it looks like this. So you see exactly what I mean. And yeah, that is a night and day difference. No pun intended. Yeah, pun absolutely intended. Don't mind the engine bay here. It's nothing to rave home about, but hopefully you guys get the point and they get a good illustration with this quick demo. Now, I almost forgot about this, right? Because it has that quick release mounting feature on the head strap. You can take it off the head strap, use it as a good old flashlight, right? And of course, use a magnet if you want to stick it somewhere, or just, you know, wield it in your hand and just kind of position it as you like. So there we go. There's another quick demo. Let's just cycle through the different modes here. All right, that is the brightest. And I'm just gonna move the flashlight out of frame here so you can get a better view and the camera can focus. That's a little bit dimmer. All right, we got the red, Just again, pretty good for, you know, reading a map here. Eyesight preservation at night. And of course a good emergency strobing red, which you can actually see from quite a distance. Let me just park this guy right there. Take a couple steps back. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty easy to see, right? If you're like on the roadside or whatever the case may be. And again, just the fact that you can carry it on your hand for a moment, right? Use it as a good old regular flashlight, and you know, so much flexibility with it, right? Whatever it is you want to do. And you know, if you want to put it back on the head strap, then right back it goes. As simple as that. Let's do one last cycle here. Bam. All right, that is the brightest. And then here we go. All right, that's a little dimmer. We got red and strobing red and off. All right, you guys be the judge. That's all she wrote. Let me know in the comments, and now back to the video. Guys, let me know your thoughts on these. What do you all like about them? What do you love about them? Let me know. Of course, these will all be linked down below in the description and pinned comments, so you guys can check them out. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Either this one or this one. Peace.